Hey guys, this is Larry here in good old Yorktown, Virginia. Do another believe it or not, alright, I'm gonna do some 1951 stuff. What happened in 1951? And first one's gonna be is believe it or not, Russia. Russia, 1951, they put the first man, it wasn't man really, it was dogs. They put 2 dogs up in space. First ones to do it. Went up 68.5 miles up into space. Poor little dogs, I bet they were scared to death. I don't know if they did anything actually when they were up there, but I know later on some people, they put some monkeys up there that were able to do a couple things. But that was Russia's first thing, 1951. Good year, 51. The reason I say good year, that's the year I was born, 1951. Another thing that happened in 51, Larry was born. Okay? See if something else happened in 1951. The phrase rock and roll. Hoochie coo. No, not hoochie coo, but rock and roll was coined 1951. The peace treaty was signed. A bunch of different countries signed it, but it was Russia, it was America and Japanese. Well, peace treaty for World War II. 1951. I thought it was earlier than that, but it was 1951. So that's another little thing that happened in 51. Okay, got something else in 51. They had a bunch of avalanches in 1951. Swift Alps, where 250 people died. Yes, sir. That was a terrible blizzard. In 51, a lot of people died, and 4,500 were buried. Of course, they were rescued. That was awful. I bet that was painful and misery that you were buried like that. Of course, they got rescued, but it had been very, very painful. Okay, the first color TV was broadcast in 1951. Yep, 51. We didn't have color TV when I was growing up. We had black and white. We didn't know any better. Go back and look at the black and white now. It's kind of weird. But we didn't know any different. We were lucky to have one TV in the house. Okay, you had a train wreck, a big train wreck in 51, where 85 people had passed away from the train wreck, and like 400 some were injured. That's another thing that happened in 51. Okay, let's see what we got going here. Another thing that happened in 51, the birth control was invented. Yes, sir, that come in pretty handy. Popping out too many kids. Of course, you had condoms before that, but this was a whole lot better. Birth control versus condoms. Open her baby, that's kind of dangerous right there. Skin cancer prevention. I see where Harley girl, Gloria from Canada, was talking about it yesterday on our video, where she had skin cancer on her nose, stage 2, and they had to cut it out and whatnot. But if you go down and have it regularly checked, and make sure you use plenty of suntan lotion, that kind of event, because it can spread and kill you. If you don't catch it in time, it'll spread, and it gets like the roots. It goes all over your body. So you don't want that. So take it like Harley girl Gloria said. Wear your full face helmet. Put plenty of suntan lotion on. Wear long sleeve shirts. That's what I'm saying. Of course, long pants. And if you're at the beach, follow your directions and put suntan lotion on when you're supposed to. Don't wait till it's too late. I think there's certain kinds that's waterproof and stuff like that. If you go in the water, you put it on more. But on the motorcycle, keep some in your saddlebags at all times. And it doesn't last that long. You got to throw it away and get new stuff after every year. But keep from getting people have died from it. If you don't stay on top of it, just keep suntan lotion on. The best thing to do is try to stay out of the sun. We went to Nags Head this past weekend and had a bike. They call it bike week, but it's only a bike day. It's on. It used to be a good place to go to, but now it's only do it one day worth. I don't know what happened to them, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun back in the day. We used to go there for about 20 years worth, and it just petered out. But we got in the sun. We always tried to stay in the shade as much as possible, but sometimes it just was hard to do. And I had skin cancer on my nose also. Not as bad as Gloria did. They had to cut, and I go back every 6 months, which I went yesterday, and she said everything looks pretty good. I had some on my back too before, several different places, but when I went back yesterday, she said everything looked good. You don't have to come back for another year. Before I was going every 6 months. So stay on top of it. Like I say, mine didn't go to, I don't know if it was even stage 1, but some of the stuff that get into it before it even turns into cancer. But if you don't do it, it will turn into cancer. That's what mine was. That's right. Mine wasn't even cancer yet, but it was going to be cancer. So, being if they didn't take care of it, it could have been stage 4 and you die.